Capital Lumber. They have a variety of tools that they have to offer. You'll find their drill driver in a big and small version, their angle grinder, and then in a variety of brands, they carry their corded impact wrench that you'll find here. And here they'll have their heavy-duty jet fan blower. But last but not least, they have their oscillating multifunctional power tool. So come on down and check out Capital Lumber. So Crispin, let us know what else Capital Lumber has to offer.
We have a lot of the everyday hardware needs, whereas the hammers, tapes, screwdrivers, insert bits, drill bit, the roofing cement, roofing siliconizer. We have shingles as well, ranging from regular, which is the 25-year to the 45-year. And we also have the best prices in town on the cement.
Say that again.
The best price in town on the cement. And then we have we have white cement, lime, sand, and mixture of rocks. And we have great prices on the plywood as well and the lumber.
Okay.
Over here we have the Easy Finish Ready Mix Joint Compound. This one, like if you're doing a quick job, you could just get this one and right away. The next one, you would have to add water to do a mixture, and then you get to work. But this one is the best.
Okay.
And this one is the USG all-purpose. This one you'd have to add water and mix, whereas the next one is already mixed. So this one is just mud inside of the bucket. And also, this one is more of a gray or off-white finish, and the next one is white.
So let persons know how they can get in contact with you all.
Well, you can call us here on 605-9663.
Say it again.
605-9663.
There you have it, folks. The best deals in town for all of your needs. Capital Lumber, located on Parkgate Road. Thank you for joining us on Deals Crazy TV. I'm your host, Keishan. And if you would like to be a part of this amazing show, please phone us at 423-9993 or 463-7491. And you can email us at fourwaysmedia@gmail.com.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition. Infrastructure improvements underway in Exuma. Gas prices inch closer to $6 per gallon. A death on board the national flag carrier. And in sports, swimmers at the pool for the Barracudas swim meet. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, starts now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jiminita Swain, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping news, Family Island development continues full steam ahead, paving the way for smooth driving and reliable potable water in places like Exuma. Lloyd Allen leads us off tonight with a progress report on a multi-million-dollar project nearing completion on that island with the hope of creating new economic highs.
A $9 million water improvement project is currently underway across Exuma, ensuring that fire hydrants like this one and other fixtures are installed in every settlement. Now, helping to execute this initiative is Senior Engineer from the Water and Sewage Corporation, Deidre Taylor.
We are presently completing about 100,000 feet of water main in most of Exuma. We are presently in Stuart Manor, and this project goes from Stuart Manor to Baratari. We are approximately 95% complete, and in this area we would have laid about 32,000 feet of main.
Deputy Prime Minister and House Representative for Exuma, the Honorable Chester Cooper, describes this growth as historic.
Most people who live in New Providence or other areas of the country who born and grew up with water coming out of their tap may not appreciate the magnitude of these projects. But this is truly a great development for Exuma and its people, and the government committed to ensuring that Family Islands get the same level of support and utilities as other areas in the country enjoy.
Operations Manager Karen Rose says every day connections like these are taking place.
As you can see, the water is already in the line, so we're just waiting on this customer to come in, fill out their application form.
Now, there are two companies contracted to assist in this project. One of them, Rowdy Boys Construction.
Bridgerton was a breeze. Georgetown is more of a challenge. We're meeting a lot of old lines that we know they come from, metal lines and stuff, so that kind of throwing us back.
Construction also underway in the areas between Hartswell and Williamstown. Baker Wick Construction has that job.
At the very end, we bucked up into some of the hardest material that we would have came in contact with in terms of the hardness of the rock.
Now, we also spoke with the Lloyds from Barretari, who say that the recent upgrades to infrastructure have made a world of a difference.
What it is to get city water, it's just, I just can't explain it.
I think everyone in Exuma is very happy and satisfied with the way.
Now, according to water and sewage officials, there are 3 separate projects set for completion, respectively, during the months of July, August, and September. Reporting from Williamstown, Exuma, for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Work underway to transform and redevelop 14 family island airports nationwide. The Ministry of Tourism's Director of Aviation, Dr. Kenneth Romer, says the $260 million airport redevelopment program is crucial to boost tourism numbers and improve the overall guest experience.
We've discovered now that the aging infrastructure serves almost as a disincentive to attracting airlift. So we've been mandated to look at resilient and sustainable models for airports. Right now, the government initiated some 14 airports, and that excludes Grand Bahama, that excludes Bimini, it excludes Great Harbor Key that was already completed, and also Ragged Island. The 14 airports alone were just over $250 million. So you're looking probably about half a billion dollars when it comes to overall airport infrastructure development.
The airport infrastructure upgrades now in motion include runway improvements, access road modifications, maintenance, apron expansion, and terminal improvements. The Director of Aviation says the government is moving aggressively with the overall development of family island airports in the country.
We saw that there is work ongoing right now in New Cat Island. As we speak, airport is coming out of the ground in Cat Island. We are moving aggressively with the airport in Georgetown and also in Black Point, Exuma. We are looking again at North Eleuthera International Airport on Long Island International Airport. So they're the airports that are really targeted for aggressive development. In addition, you will see that we have had a renovated airport, almost really a new build in essence in Governor's Harbor. So Governor's Harbor joins the list of a new airport.
Also making news tonight, a woman aboard a Bahamas Air flight this morning passed away. The middle-aged woman was on the National Fly Carrier's flight from Nassau to Georgetown, Exuma. The Ministry of Tourism's Director of Aviation, Dr. Rumba, again with more details.
I was able to speak with the Managing Director of Bahamas Air, who was able to confirm that a female passenger in her late 40s with a pre-existing illness did meet her unfortunate demise on board a Bahamas Air aircraft from Nassau LPIA into Georgetown, Exuma. The authorities continue to investigate this, but at this time we do extend our collective condolences on behalf of the aviation ecosystem and Bahamians everywhere to the family of the deceased. And we pray that God will continue to guide and to sustain them during this obviously very difficult time.
In other news, many residents have taken notice that gas prices continue to inch upward this year. Today, it is a few pennies away from the $6 per gallon mark. Get this, it could jump much higher if retailers have their way. Our Charlie Jones reports on what stakeholders have to say.
The highest gas have been in this whole process was $7.39.
It fell to $5, but since 2022, gas prices have been teetering on the edge of $6, and retailers are asking the government for a margin increase, which government has thus far refused to grant. In his address at the Office of the Prime Minister press conference on Friday, the Honorable Michael Halkitis, Minister responsible for Economic Affairs, said the government is working on an outcome to satisfy all parties.
I looked at the paper this morning and fuel is $5.91 $5.96 and I think maybe $5.95. Our concern has always been the impact on the driving public. And then when you talk about diesel, you're talking about the bus drivers and the fishermen and that sort of thing. And so I say over and over again, we're sympathetic to their plight. It's a difficult environment. We're moving closer. And so I think we can, without sort of promising anything, I think we're moving closer.
Currently, the government receives $1.70 per gallon, while retailers get 54 cents.
It's been 27 months that we've been negotiating with the government for a margin increase. Yesterday I heard that the Minister of Economic Affairs, Mr. Alcides, said to the press, and it was on all over, that we should have received our increase. I believe the minister to be a man of his word.
Pastian says though he has yet to receive any confirmation from the government, he is hopeful the 2024 budget next week will produce good news for all.
I'm just looking forward to that margin increase, and I'm looking forward to new legislation that will benefit Bahamians in different sectors of this country, especially entrepreneurs like myself and other people. I'm looking for new crime measuring bills for business owners so we can better protect ourselves and our property. And so anything that will make life better for Bahamians.
However, some residents differ.
And the reality is, we need it. It's a necessity. So I'm prepared, whatever it is, I'm prepared to pay because that's what I need.
It's kind of tough on all of us, People not aware that gas prices might spike up again before the year is out. So it's kind of frightening, So we all have to prepare ourselves for the worst.
We await to see if retailers get their wish. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Charlia Jones.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. More news in a moment.
And I say, boy, my island's in the sun, 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 sun. Bring it up now. And I say, boy, my island's in the sun. Carnival time is here. But when I turn to party, it's drunk and I got me wet. So, boy, my island.
Fly free from Nassau. Visit BahamasResidence.com for details.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by FoCall Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Thanks for staying with us. Recent awardees of the Bahamas Agricultural Industrial Corporation's latest installment of its now much anticipated Taste and Tell event are being urged to keep up their efforts towards helping the country's push to food sustainability. More than a dozen local small entrepreneurs who took part in the event last month were celebrated this week during the Taste and Tell Award ceremony. BAIC General Manager Troy Sampson with a charge to the awardees to stay in the fight.
Bahamians are talented enough, educated enough, industrious enough, and educated enough to make all these things happen. But it won't without public awareness. It won't happen without you demanding to see Rolls and Johnsons and Thompsons and Currys and Gomez's on the shelves.
The event, Taste and Tell, is about showcasing local food and craft producers, providing them with a platform that can highlight their business prowess while raising awareness about reducing the country's food import bill. BAIC, through its partnership with the Small Business Development Center and the University of the Bahamas, is hopeful Taste and Tell is making a dent. Board Vice Chairman Sonia Sands.
Anyone who was there would agree with me when I say that that in itself spoke volumes of what not only BAIC is capable of, not only what SPDC and the University of the Bahamas, and in captions by Development Bank, as we holding them. Okay.
It's the season for a tea party, and one group is pulling out all the stops to allow you to get as fancy as you want to be and to aid those in need. And if you like Bridgerton, then this might just interest you.
If you miss Bridgerton, this tea party, you would have missed the season's best, okay? The absolute best, because I've gone to a few tea parties this season and I paid very close attention to every detail of the tea party. And I can tell you, we have improved on every single aspect.
Although the Royal Tea Party has been rescheduled for June 2nd, organizer Linda Stubbs feels it's an event that should not be missed. And attendees will be greeted by Colin, who was dressed in a full Bridgerton attire for our interview. While wearing a costume linked to the theme is optional, here's a suggestion.
Please don't feel pressured, all right? Just get you the gloves, get your fascinator, and a dress.
The entertainment will be grand as well.
We have a lineup of swan talent led by Mikkel Swan. These dancers have that Bridgerton ballroom dance on lock. They will be fully costumed and they will be engaging the audience as well. I want the men to know you are invited. We would love to see you come and share in this excitement. Oh, I left out a very important aspect. You will be served by professional butlers.
Sharing what a possible table landscape will look like at the event. A key element will be the centerpieces, which will be up for grabs. Stubbs also showcased sample headpieces to inspire those looking to walk away with cash prizes.
A fascinator competition, and the first prize is 300 cash, the second prize is 200 cash, and then the third prize is 100 for the most beautiful fascinator, most creative fascinators. When you walk through the entrance, you sign in, you sign the guest book, and then you continue along, and you're walking like through a garden, all right? The same as it is at Bridgerton. So you have your cherry blossom trees, you have the wisteria, all of the elements that you would see on the set in Bridgerton.
Stay with us. A check on sports is up next.
In the yellow elder garden, Ali and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights, a symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the yellow elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Ali dances in her yellow elder costume. We are alive.
Here in the Bahamas, we love our food. From savory conch fritters to refreshing coconut water, our cuisine reflects our vibrant culture and abundant natural resources. But as our population grows and global challenges like climate change loom, ensuring food security is more critical than ever. We at the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources want you to play your part by supporting local farmers and fishers.
Passionate Bahamians have evangelized for years about the need to feed ourselves.
Together, we can reduce our carbon footprint and promote economic resilience within our communities. Let's honor our traditions, protect our environment, and ensure that the flavors of our Bahamas endure for future generations.
Bahamas, let's work together to lower our food import bill. Food security is in our hands.
Food security is in our hands. Good to grow. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat and it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat and it's good to grow.
Last month, scores of Bahamian business owners gathered on our Key for a chance to expand their businesses at the Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation's 3rd annual Taste and Tell Fair. And on Wednesday, several businesses were awarded for their excellent presentation. BAIC General Manager Troy Sampson at the awards ceremony tells the audience that this event was just the beginning towards increasing efforts to have more Bahamian-made products on shelves.
It is about how do we begin to create an ecosystem where we see less and less of Kraft and less of Heinz and more and more and more and more local produced items on our shelves.
BAIC Deputy Chair Sonia Sands expresses that she was amazed at the turnout this year.
We want to make sure everybody is empowered. People act different when they are in charge of their own destiny. You get a whole different walk out of that. And we're here for it. We want to support each and every one.
18 extraordinary Bahamians were rewarded under 6 different categories. We caught up with 2 Food Processing Awards recipients, Melita Carey, owner of Coy's Wines, and Stephen Pratt, owner of Andrus Grove Organics.
Oh, I'm really appreciative to BAIC for the grant, and I hope I can use it to buy better equipment, to market my product and improve quantity and quality of my wines. So
it gives me a great enthusiasm to get back into Andrus and get back into those groves and continue the production level of it. That's another level of inspiration to production and no doubt sales and and satisfying clients.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Welcome to your Saturday sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. The swim season heating up with Bahamas Aquatics National Championships right around the corner. Today, swimmers hitting the pool at day 2 of the Barracuda swim meet at the Betty Kelly Canning Aquatic Center. The event serving as a good litmus test for coaches to get an idea of how their athletes are shaping up.
It's been a good meet so far. We had one session yesterday, which was Friday, and we have 2 sessions tomorrow, or 2 sessions today. This morning and this evening. We got out here pretty late last night, and it's unfortunate the kids don't have a pool to warm down in because the small pool is down. But hopefully that is up this evening, and we could get some swimming down, and so they don't feel so fatigued after their races. Other than that, it's been a good meet, though.
So far, not so bad. We've been swimming fairly well. Due to the circumstances, we've been out the water for about 2.5 weeks. Just got back in about a week and a half ago, so expected us to be a tad bit off. But for the most part, we had some kids who swam some best times today, and that's all I could ask for.
Now, while most would perceive the Carifta swim meet as the most important on the swim schedule, that's not necessarily the case, as for most clubs, traditionally they will qualify more athletes for the local championships, which is why the coaches put great emphasis on the meets leading up to the event.
I want my kids right now to feel pretty bad in the water, the ones I coaching, you know. They don't feel too well. We've been having some hard practices recently. And then when we get close to the nationals, obviously we rest and get ready to swim past. So, but they swimming really well. You know, they still coming out there and still going best times now, which giving me so much excitement leading into nationals in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's always a challenge. A lot of the kids are trying to make cuts for nationals, so that's really the emphasis, just to get them in nationals. The ones that have already made their cuts, it's more of a preparation for nationals in terms of them just getting up and getting in some races and swimming some races that they may not be swimming at nationals.
Just across the road at the original Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, hundreds of athletes bearing some hot temperatures and bringing some even hotter action to the track at the Red Line Athletics track and field meet. The event seeing stellar performances from a few of our up-and-coming track stars, with persons even attaining world junior qualifying standards. But the focus a bit different in this story, as we caught up with a few parents in the crowd who were on hand to support their superstars.
It's critical for us as parents to support our children. My daughter is only 11, but I've been on this bench at every track meet. It's important to me that she hears my voices in the stand, and she knows that she has her parents. My husband is over there. She knows that she has mom and dad supporting her 100%, no matter what she does.
It's not an easy road. It's long and challenging sometimes, but it's paying off. As we can see, she's signing this week to T1 University. Louisiana Tech in Louisiana.
In college basketball news, while he's preparing to play for the Bahamas men's national team Olympic qualifier in July, Luol's Tum Tum Nairn Jr. is getting used to his new role as he was recently promoted to associate head coach for the Bowling Green State Falcons men's basketball team. Nairn has been a part of the back-to-back 20-win seasons in the Mid-American Conference under coach Todd Simon. Nairn joined Simon's staff 2 seasons ago after he began at Southern Utah and made the transition to Bowling Green just ahead of the 2023-2024 season. The coach Simon noted that in both of Nairn's seasons on staff, their teams accomplished 20-win seasons. Nairn was also a key piece in Bowling Green's turnaround this past season, aiding the Falcons to become one of 10 teams in the nation to go from 20 losses to 20 wins. Let's look at your sports on this Saturday. A check on weather when we return.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Hi, I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales at CBS Bahamas and the CBS Pro Store. So today I'm here to tell you about our price match guarantee. If you find any of our products for a lower price from any of our competitors, we guarantee we will beat the price. Whether you shop online at cbsbahamas.com, at CBS Pro Store on Robinson Road, or at CBS in the Southwest Plaza, we guarantee we will beat the price. Speak to a store manager today or shoot us an email to take advantage of our price match guarantee.
The most important thing in life is family, and whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At JS Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Losing your furniture to costly termite damage? You need Rentokil Initials Drop-and-Go Furniture Fumigation, the only service like it in the Bahamas. Simply drop your furniture at a fumigation container located at 5th Terrace, Centerville, and collect your termite-free piece within days, sealed with our termite-free guarantee. Fast, convenient, affordable. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
It's time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us virtually with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Jimmy. We have net clear skies with just a few clouds floating around. Temperature warm 83 degrees. Relative humidity At 65%, we have east-northeast winds at 5 miles per hour. The barometric pressure, 1,013.6 millibars. And your temperatures around the islands this evening, 85 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, Green Key at 85, Marshall, Babaco, 82. The Berry Islands, 86 degrees, 79 over in Alistown, Bimini. Harbor Island at 82 degrees. Rock Sound, Eleuthera, Artisan, Cat Island, reporting 83. We have 81 in Fresh Creek, Central Andros, Camp Space on Andros, and Black Point, Exuma, 84. 79 degrees in Georgetown, Exuma. Rum Key and San Salvador at 83 degrees, 85 in Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay may go on also 85 degrees. Ackland's 86 degrees. And as we take a little further south into Matthew Tiny Nagua, 83 degrees, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 86 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight through Sunday for all areas. Those winds will remain light and variable with flat seas. High tide takes place at 10:10 tonight, with another high tide at 10:28 tomorrow morning. And our forecast map showing high pressure will remain in control of our weather through tomorrow, rendering mostly sunny days, hot temperatures, and light winds. And our satellite pictures showing that old frontal boundary now well to the south of the Bahamas, leaving behind mainly clear skies around the 700 islands. Tonight, mainly clear and warm, but a shower is possible in spots later on tonight, with a low temperature dropping up to about 78 degrees. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny and hot again, with a high temperature of 87 degrees and the extended weather forecast. The long sunny days will be with us right through next weekend. And those temperatures, they're going to eventually get back up into the 90s on Tuesday and Wednesday. And those nighttime temperatures still warming up upper 70s for the greater part. Jiminita?
Thanks, Basil. There is a talent all around the world, but none quite like the talent of Darian Spence and the actors in Portia and the Prophet. This is a performance you'll want to see. Our Destiny Reed has the inside scoop.
You've seen a Tyler Perry play, and maybe even a Broadway show. But here in the Bahamas, playwright Darian Spence is bringing you a unique production. Years ago, Spence began writing Portia and the Prophet, but was plagued with medical issues during its production. In fact, he tells us that he went blind while bringing this show to life.
It's heartbreaking sometimes because I really want to write and I really want to produce and even act. But even for Portia and the Prophet, there were times when I couldn't read the script.
In walks noted Bahamian actor and co-director Dion Johnson, who has taken the reins to bring Portia and the Prophet to a stage near you.
Few days after taking responsibility of being a part of the project, Mr. Spence had to undergo surgery. And so that's when I stepped up and I asked him if he needs my assistance in any way possible. And then he said, could you help me co-direct?
We caught up with Johnson and lead actress Michelle McDonald, who has the inside details on the show. They say you won't want to miss.
So the common goal is we believe in our playwright, Darian Spence, and of course we have a lot of faith in our co-director, Dion Johnson. We want to bring Darian's story to life.
One of the greatest things about this production, it gives our audience a bird's eye view of church life, which many of them are familiar with, especially if they've grown up on a family island.
Spence says supporting this production not only helps the performing arts industry, but will also assist him on his journey to regaining his health.
The majority of the money, especially with most Bahamian productions, goes towards staging of the production and the production team, lights and sound and the venue. But there will be a portion of the proceeds that will go towards helping me to get a kidney transplant.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Curtains go up at 8 p.m. June 1st and 2nd at the University of the Bahamas' Performing Arts Center. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Destiny Reed.
And that will end the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching and good night.
You're watching the ZNS Network. The